Hello and welcome to Restaurant Talk. I'm your host, Gazwan. Thank you for joining me today. Before I get started with my episodes, I thought I'd kind of introduce myself and tell you a little bit about myself and how I got into this restaurant industry and point of sales industry. So I started at a very young age. I was probably in my early teens where I started my first job in the restaurant industry as a dishwasher and prep cook, and I did that for a little while. Then moved on to the chain restaurants like the Burger Kings and McDonald's and did that for a little bit. And I kind of got focused on the restaurant industry and I kind of wanted to go into hotel and restaurant management. So after high school, I went to college to study hotel and restaurant management. And once I did that, I kind of got into the serving position, bartending, bar backing, catering, banquets in the hotel industry. So went to school, got my bachelor's degree in hotel and restaurant management, and then kind of moved on into the manager position. I started off my career as a manager with the Houlihan's restaurant groups. I did that for a couple of years. They had an excellent program for managers for training. I did that for a little bit, concentrated on a lot of the bars atmosphere as well, with liquor inventories and liquor pricing and stuff like that. Then I moved back into the hotel industry where I really kind of felt a little bit more comfortable with since I've done it. And that's where I kind of wanted my focus to my career to go to. So I got into a hotel with the Hilton and I was an outlet manager, did that for a little bit, and then moved on to an assistant director of food and beverage with another Hilton. And then from there, I went as a food and beverage director, food outlet manager with Four Points Sheraton. And then I was able to get another position back with Hilton at the Hilton New York as a director of restaurants and had an excellent experience with them. Working in New York City is a great job to work with. Then I moved back into New Jersey and worked with a Marriott. So I kind of got all the Hiltons and Marriotts and the Sheratons. So I got a taste of all the different companies, all of which were very great to work with. Just different kind of companies, different aspects of the jobs. And when I got to the Marriott, I was a director of restaurants. Again, excellent position, excellent company to work with. I just felt like I kind of wanted something different for my life, and then I ended up moving into the point of sale systems. I worked for Micros as a programmer, and I didn't really leave the restaurant industry per se, but working a different aspect of it, which was a point of sales programmer. So what we did as programmers is once the sale has been done, we would go in and do the analysis on the site with the equipment, get their menus, do the programming, and do the training for the staff training, the manager training, the installation, and the live support. And then we hand it over to the help desk once we were done, and then move on to other locations, which we usually carried a couple of locations at the same time. So I got a lot of experience with that, worked with some amazing chefs. Thomas Keller is probably one of my favorite chefs I work with, very, very down to earth. A guy I worked for ad hoc for him and did a little work with the Per Se in New York City, Marriott, Gordon Ramsay's, Soho Houses. So it was an excellent experience with that. And same thing, I was there for about 10 years. And then I felt like since I did a lot of training and I was very into that, the thing that kind of bothered me when we did the manager training with the managers from the restaurants is when they come in there, it seemed like they were very tired, unfocused on point of sales, and I don't blame them. They're getting ready to open up a restaurant or changing over the point of sale system, so I felt like they weren't as focused. So what I really felt like is when I want to go back in and retrain them, once the dust settled with the opening of the restaurant, so I felt like I wanted to go back in and train them on whether it's the point of sales, how to utilize the point of sale system to the best of the ability. What I felt like with point of sales, I don't know if it's just our system it was, but I have a feeling I've seen it a lot more, is that people do not use the point of sale system to the best of their ability. So unfortunately, it's just like they say, you use only 10% of your brain. I think people use 10% of the point of sale system. So I felt like I want to go in there and do a little bit more training and get them to learn the point of sale system a little bit more. So I went into kind of a consulting after that, after I left my job. And this has been almost 10 years now. Been very, very successful. I also consulted the point of sale systems as well as sell point of sale systems with credit card processing. So I've been doing that for about 6 years or so. So it's been going very, very well. And the last thing, a couple of years ago, my friend who was actually a customer of ours for Micros, which I did assist him 12, 13 years ago now. We've been very good friends, and then during COVID, he just kind of got antsy. He's like, "Hey guys, let's open up a restaurant, or let's do a ghost kitchen or something like that." And I said, I don't have time for that, Robbie. So I've been doing consulting. If you want to jump on, maybe we can collaborate and start a restaurant consulting business. And sure enough, we did 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Now we started a GNR restaurant consulting, which we'll talk about a little more during the episodes. And kind of tell you what we do a little bit more so we can help customers. So there's going to be a lot of different episodes, whether it's about training, whether it's about point of sale systems, whether it's about talking to some chefs and owners and see how their business is going and how everything is moving forward after COVID, which I think COVID was hit the restaurant business very, very hard, and hopefully we'll be able to help some customers out and grow their business. So that's what we do with the restaurant consulting. So that's what we're going to go through. So the next couple episodes will be everything from the restaurant industry, from training to technology to point of sale systems to inventories and stuff like that. So hope you'll stick around for the rest of my episodes. Hopefully try to get out something in every week or so, but I think we're going to do a good job in getting you the information that you guys need to be able to help and grow your business and learn more about this restaurant industry. If you've never been in the restaurant industry, you get to learn more about what it's all about. If you are in the restaurant industry, you're going to get some more information on, how you can grow your business, how you can save money on shrinkage and stuff like that. But I think it's a great tool. I've always wanted to do this podcast. I was always a training kind of person, so I think this is going to work out well, I hope. Stick around for more episodes to come soon. Thank you very much, and talk to you soon.